Welcome to Real Civil YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see how to calculate the displacement of the storage as well as the drift. So basically, we are going to learn this using a example. Means we are going to learn this practically, not theoretically. Okay. So first, I will read the problem. So here we have 8-story building with plan. I am going to show this plan. This is a residential building with column size is 500 by 500 This is located in seismic zone 4. It is a SMRF, that is special moment resisting frame. That means ductile detailing is done. Here the seismic mass is given 1.25 ton per meter square. So basically, we are not wasting our time in calculating the seismic mass step by step. So you can more focus on the displacement and drift calculations. They said that the beams are rigid, means we can consider them fixed. So this is what we want to find, the elastic interstory drift. We are also going to check the acceptable criteria as per IS 1893, and we are also going to find the displacement of the structure. So they have given some data like grade of concrete is M35, importance factor is 1.2, soil strata is soft soil. Okay, height of the parking is 4 meter, and above it there are the height is 3.5 meter. I will show you the plan. So that is the simple plan we have here. So you can see there are 5 bays, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each bay is having a length of 5 meter. And in this direction there are 3 bays, each bay is of 5 meter. So this is how the plan is. Obviously, to find the drift, to find the displacement, we need to calculate the base shear, and this is a very known formula. This is our seismic weight, and this is the formula of AH, right? So let's calculate one by one. So seismic weight. So if you see, the plan dimensions are 5 meter, means this becomes 25 meter, and 3 bays are there of 5 meter, so this become 15 meter. So 15 by 20, 25 by 15, multiply by the weight they have given, 1.25 ton per meter square. So if you multiply this, you will get 468.75 ton, or if we going to convert it into kilonewton, we can write 4687.5 kilonewton. Okay, so this is the seismic weight of a single story. So in our building there are 8 stories. That's why we have multiplied this with 8 stories. So the total seismic weight of the structure is 37,500 kilonewton. So here you can refer our previous videos how to calculate the seismic weight. So my motto is not to teach you how to calculate the seismic weight in this video. So I have taken the input in a different way so it can save our time. You can check the description box. You can get the links related to the how to calculate the seismic weight and base shear. Okay. So let's go ahead. We want to find the displacement and drift. For that, we need to calculate the base shear. So for base shear, first thing required is W, which we have calculated. Second thing is we need to find the AH, that means Z by 2 into I by R into SA by G. Okay, as zone 4 is given, so for zone 4 the value is 0.24. Response reduction factor R is equal to 5 because they have given a special moment resisting frame. So for special moment resisting frame it is 5 and importance factor is 1.2. So we have Z, we have I and we have R. Now we have to calculate SA by G. To calculate SA by G, we need to first find the time period. So the formula, or basically here what I am doing is I am assuming a bare frame. Bare frame means a building which does not have masonry infill. Okay, so you can check the IS code, you will get the different time period formula based upon the conditions. So for without any masonry infill, the formula is 0.075 h raised to 0.75, right? So here h is nothing but the height of the structure. So we know that our structure has 8 stories, out of which first story is having height of 4 meter and remaining 7 stories are having height of 3.5 meter. So that's what we have done here. 1 into 4 means first story height, plus we have 7 stories of 3.5 meter height. So that is nothing but h raised to this 0.75. So my time period comes out to be 0.92 or 925. If you refer the IS code for the soft soil, the condition is 1.67 divided by T. So you will get 1.80. Here I am not showing IS code because all these concepts we have already covered. So if you want to make sure or you want to clear all these concepts, you can refer our videos. Okay. So in this video, we are just focusing on how to calculate the displacement and drift. So for that base shear is necessary. So I am showing how to calculate the base shear, but I am not showing the references taken from IS code. Okay. So base shear, now we have the formula Z by 2 I by R SA by G. So zone is fourth zone. So 0.24. Importance factor 1.2 is given. Response reduction factor is 5 for special moment resisting frame RCC, and SA by G is 1.80 multiply by, here W is missing, but I have written here W 37,500. So my base shear is 1944 kilonewton. Okay, many of you know up to this. Now main part of this video starts from here. Next, step 2 is distribution of the base shear. So in order to distribute the base shear, there is a formula in the IS code, VB into WI HI square divided by summation of WI HI square. So VB we just have calculated 1944. Here this is the seismic weight of a single story. Okay, as we have all the stories, we can use this method. So I have written the weight of story. Here I am keeping HI as it is. Then WI again weight and then HI square, but here it is summation. So I have write all the heights, like first story height is 4 meter, second is at 7.5, third is at 11. Okay, I have done the summation here. So if I solve this, I get this 0.74 HI square. Okay, now it becomes very easy for me to write the forces that means lateral forces on the structure. So just you need to write the story heights in reverse order, means top story first, okay, then go on writing the height of the other stories. Okay, now here I will just explain the first table, remaining you will get easily. So Q8 means 0.74 into HI square. So here HI will be 28.5. So if you put here 28.5, you will get the value 601.06. Okay. Similarly, square, here you will get the lateral force at the 7th story. Similarly, do it for the remaining stories. When we do the cumulative, write this value as it is, 601.06. Now add this 462.5 plus 601, you will get the cumulative shear. Then just add this value right here, add this value right here. It is regular cumulative, so finally you will get the base shear sorry, 1944. Okay, so very important step in finding the displacement or drift of the structure, that you should know the lateral forces acting on each story. So this is how you can calculate the lateral forces acting on each story. Okay, so this is our elevation. I will just zoom this out so that it will be very clear to all of you. So what we have done till now is, this is the elevation of our building, right? This is the first story, this is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. Okay, first story is having height of 4 meter and then remaining are like 3.5 meter. Okay, and these are the lateral forces. Okay, so we have to find out the cumulative forces. So we have find this cumulative forces 601. We just have find, but we how to represent it. So this is the way you can represent them. Okay, and this is the displacement diagram, but we have not calculated the displacement yet. We will calculate in the last 2 pages here. So I will zoom in so that it will be very clear to all of you. Okay, so for calculating the displacement, you need to calculate the stiffness. Okay, so as the beams are rigid, that means we are considering the fixed condition, means the condition is something like this. So in this case, the formula is 12 EI upon L cube. Okay, so that's why first we have to calculate the I, is moment of inertia. As you know, in the given, they have given the column size as 500 by 500. That means it is a square column. And the formula for calculating the moment of inertia for the square column is a raised to 4 divided by 12. So a means side of a column, which is 500, raised to 4 divided by 12. You will get the moment of inertia. Now I want to calculate E. So in order to calculate E, the formula is 5000 root of fck, where fck is grade of concrete. So grade of concrete is given, which is 35. So you will get the value for E also. Okay, so let's move ahead. I hope everything is clear. Now, as I shown you the formula 12 upon L cube. So length is remaining. But if you see, the parking story is having height of 4 meter and remaining stories are having the height of 3.5 meter. So we have to calculate the stiffness for the parking story differently because it has a different length or height. For other floors, you can calculate commonly because they have same length. Okay. So parking story stiffness, this is 12, this is E, this is I, this is the length which we have put in millimeter. Okay, so 12 upon L cube is the formula. So what is this 24? So this 24 is nothing but the number of columns. So if you see here, right here in the plan, 1, 2, 3, 4, and similarly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 into 4, 24 number of columns are there. That's why we have multiplied 24. So this is how you can get the stiffness for this story. It is very simple. Similarly, you can calculate the stiffness of other story. Now only change will be the height. So now the height is 3500. Okay, that is 3.5. So you will get the stiffness here for the other stories. Now we are here. How to find the displacement? So to calculate the displacement, there is very simple formula. So what is that formula? We know that stiffness K is nothing but force upon displacement, right? Therefore, the displacement will be force upon stiffness. Now you have to consider the forces. Just a minute. So here we have calculated. So this is the first story. So the force acting on the first story is, I have written here. If it is not clear, I can write here 1944. Okay. Now the stiffness of the story we have calculated. So P1 is the force 1944 into 10 raised to 3 Newton divided by the stiffness of the first story, that is parking story. So you will get the displacement, that is 2.80. Okay, so that we called it as a delta 1, and here we will see the drift. So this is your drift. So drift also 2.80, because if you see the figure, so here delta 1 is 2.80, and drift means what? Drift is relative, means the base is fixed. That's why 2.80 minus 0. Drift is relative. Okay, that's why it is equal to 2.8. Let's go ahead. Now displacement 2. Now the next displacement will be delta 1 plus force upon stiffness. So delta 1 is 2.80 plus force acting on the second story. Now this is the first. Now on second story, the force is 1932. So here 1932 divided by stiffness of that story. We have already calculated here. So you will get the displacement. So displacement is 4.67, but drift will be relative. Okay, so we know that base is fixed. Okay, first story is moving at displacement 2.80, second story is moving at displacement of 4.67. So drift is relative. So 4.67 minus previous story drift, that is displacement, that is 2.80. So you will get 1.87. Similarly, delta 3 will be equal to displacement at the third story will be equal to displacement at the second story plus load at third story divided by stiffness of the third story. So delta 2 is 4.67. Force acting at the third story, you can check in our table, it is 1896. Stiffness we just have calculated 1035. So you will get the displacement of the third story as 6.5. So what will be the drift? So drift will be delta 3 minus delta 2. Delta 3 is 6.5. Delta 2 is 4.67. You will get the drift 1.83. So similarly you have to do for remaining stories. Okay. So if you see in all those values, 2.80 is the drift, 1.87 is the drift, 1.83, 1.74, 1.59, 1.35, 1.027, 0.58. So out of which we know that 2.80 is the maximum drift. So as per IS code, the formula is 0.04, 0.004 into height of the story. So height at the story is 4 meter, that is 4000 millimeter multiplied by 0.004. So maximum drift allowed is 16 mm, but we have only 2.80, hence okay. So this is how you can check. And the maximum displacement of the building. So here if you check, these are all the displacement. So maximum displacement is 12.78 millimeter. So this is how you can calculate the drift and displacement of the structure. I hope the problem is clear. Still, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe the Real Civil YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you so much.